Welcome back. Let's talk about customer service for a minute. And I'm not talking about where you sit at the person's table and give them the lecture or give them four or five prices of what they need to spend money on. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about customer service when you go to their front door and you're judged within 3 or 4 seconds of how you look, how you act, how you speak, your whole persona before you even get in the house. This is customer service. This is knocking on the door. Is your shirt tucked in? Where did you park? Where did you park the vehicle? That's important. Not necessarily where you parked, but the question you're going to ask the homeowner when they open the door. Knock on the door, the homeowner opens the door. Say, Mrs. Jones, is it okay if I park over there? Am I going to be in your way if you need to get out? Am I going to be in your neighbor's way if it's on the street? You know, you know where you parked. You know you're not in the way. It gives them an opportunity to talk to you, to break the ice. They're already nervous that you're there. They've been waiting on you all day. They're already anxious you're going to overcharge them. They're already, wound up or whatever that they have a water leak, that they have a problem in their house. So, building that little bit of trust, or not even trust, building that little bit of conversation that has nothing to do with plumbing. Where did I park? Next, say, oh, as you walk in the door, say, hey, Mrs. Jones, I like your flowers. I noticed that they're a different color than the other ones. It might not be important to you, but it's something that they like. You see when someone takes pride in their yard, how great it looks. You can tell the difference between someone that takes pride in their yard and someone that doesn't. It's not about the flowers. It's about the communication. It's about the line of building that trust. You know, and not in a bad way. Not in a way that you're gonna rip them off when you're done with fixing their problem. You're gonna upcharge them. That's not what I'm talking about. A lot of times when you go into someone's house, you know, you can feel their energy. You can feel it a little awkward. One, they don't want you there. They don't want to spend a lot of money. You know, they just want their toilet fixed. They want their shower fixed. They want whatever problem they have to go away. That's what they want. The price is different. The price is what it has to be. I'm talking about being comfortable in the house for them. I'm not talking about everybody. There's some people that are going to come up and, welcome you and shake your hand and, offer you some water or a drink or something, and those people are awesome. I'm talking about the people that you can feel the energy when you walk in the door. You can feel like you shouldn't be there. I'm talking about those people. The people that have this stereotype of he's gonna, well, his estimate was this price, and I know he's gonna charge this price, and I don't have that much money. Now I'm gonna get on like a payment plan, and now I'm gonna have to sell something to pay the plumber or whatever. I'm talking about those people, the anxious people that are nervous. We need to break that ice right off the bat. And if you go in and out the door a lot, and there's a screen door and it doesn't shut, adjust it. You know, take your six-way screwdriver and adjust it so it closes properly. That door that you just walked out of 10 times to go to your van could have been driving them crazy because it doesn't shut. They don't know how to fix it. But the fact that you do know how to fix it in like 2 minutes, it shows them something about you. You're not just there to fix their plumbing. It's not about the plumbing. 70% of why you're there is the way you are. You're selling yourself, you're selling the company, you're selling your business, you're selling, pretty much everything except for your work. The next person that comes in behind you to do plumbing is focusing on the plumbing. They're not focusing on how their hair looks or if their shirt's tucked in or what they say or how they act. You know, appearance and communication is a big part of what we do. It's not always about how to fix something. Not every single person knows how to fix something all the time. You're going to come across something that you don't know how to fix. It's bound to happen. It happens to everybody, whether it's HVAC or electrical or plumbing, car mechanic, no matter what it is. We can't have all the knowledge, but we can have the customer service skills and the ability to talk to people properly and have that in our back pocket. Not everybody can have that. Not everybody can talk. Not everybody can talk to people. You know, not everybody has that skill set. You know, getting people around you to feel comfortable is an amazing thing. That when you watch these training videos online, they'll have 20 guys in the room and they all have to act the exact same way. They're all like robots. Watch these training classes online of how they train people. They got the tablet, they sit down at the table, they go through 4 different prices, they try to scare people into give them, they need to get the job done today, and that freaks people out. It's like a car salesman. You know, when you go to a car lot and you buy a car, and as soon as that salesman walks up, without even saying one word, the salesman walks up and you're thinking, oh man, here comes the salesman. The salesman hasn't even said anything yet, but you already know what's going to happen. You're going to haggle on price. He's going to go back and talk to his manager 5 or 6 times about probably nothing because they already have it figured out beforehand. He's going to come back and try to give you like a free vacuum or something stupid. Like, these are things that people have in their mind already when we show up to the door. But if we can break that down and say, look, I work for this company, but I'm also a human being first. I'm not a robot. A lot of these people are programmed to be robots. You walk in the house, it's about the money, and get out and go. Well, what about the human reaction? Where's that? How about making the person laugh? They're going to remember you a lot more than they are the company. They're going to remember you. No matter what company you go to, people don't care who shows up to their house. You can have 100 people show up to your house to fix something, but there's going to be 5 or 6 that you're going to remember. You're not going to remember everybody. A lot of people focus on price. When you give recommendations, oh well, Johnny charged me $1,200 for a faucet, or Brad charged me $800 for a faucet. But what about Brad? Or what? Were they nice? Well, I don't know. He just charged me a lot. They're not. Their personalities and their communication skills and their ability to talk to people might not be 100% on point where they need to be, because they didn't remember the person. They remembered the amount of money. They remembered how the job was terrible, how it took them 3 or 4 trips to fix it. There's a lot of things we can fix just by showing up in a proper way. Customer service, and I'm not talking about being a robot, and I'm not talking about being a car salesman. I'm talking about being yourself and letting the people talk when you're in their house. Just because you have this knowledge and these years in the trade does not mean you need to cut people off when they're talking to you. It does not mean you need to talk to them like they're stupid, because they're not. There's so much technology out there. People aren't dumb. They can look something up. They can look up prices. They can look up on YouTube how to fix something. They might not want to. They might not have the tools to fix it. They might not know, or they might not be 100% comfortable with it. So you need to kind of take that anxiety down a little bit and embrace not only the plumbing skills or whatever you have, but the ability to calm someone down when you're in your house. You can feel the tension when you go in there. You know, being able to make someone smile or laugh when you're in their house is something that you can't really put a price on, especially if you're a single business operator. I'm not talking about a company that has like 8 or 15 or 20 people that work there. But if you're a single operator, they will call back for you. You can even go in there and mess the job up. You can even mess up and have a callback. But the fact that you came back and fixed it, and maybe you didn't even charge them for that trip. Maybe the trip was free. You know, More than likely they'll give you a third chance to come back and try again. Because the person that you are. It's not about the price. The price is what you have to figure out on your own for your own business. Or if you work for somebody else, that price is already set. A lot of people focus on price, they don't focus on personality. And that's a big thing that we don't talk about is personality. That's why a lot of people in these training programs are taught to act a certain way, say certain things, ask certain questions because they don't want the individuals to be themselves. They want them to be almost like a robot to have these things in place to charge more money. Oh well, if you get your water heater replaced today, I could take off $300 and we'll get it done in an hour. You know, where in the back of your mind you might be thinking, well, they might not even need a new water heater. They might just need a part fix on it. But that's how the companies do. That's how the companies make their money. So there's a part of you that like loses yourself a little bit. When you work for these big companies and they make a lot of money. So keep that in mind. If the front door's swinging, fix it. But just talk to people. You know, and talk to them about things they want to talk about. Don't always talk about your trade because they don't know your trade. If you see a nice car in the driveway, bring it up. If you see artwork on the wall, bring it up. If you see, 3 or 4 animals, engage in what they want to talk about. It's not all about what you want to talk about because you're there. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind, and hopefully it helps somebody out.